If you live in a free world and have no path to continue, Trinity's answer for you is to find love. In the previous part, I briefly mentioned this issue, and since it caught attention, I decided to provide more detailed and complete explanations in this video. Welcome back. Before we go any further, please subscribe. Trinity is present in the Matrix before Neo. She is a hero who, before our story begins, has gained experience in the world fighting against the Matrix and is one of the best pieces and forces under the command of Morpheus. The audience, along with Neo, becomes acquainted with the world of the Matrix. In the first part, the excitement from the beginning, getting to know the endless world of the Matrix and its philosophical depth, and the increase in Neo's abilities make us hopeful for the ultimate victory. However, understanding the vast dimensions of the Matrix continues in the second part of the film, and meeting the architect becomes a different turning point in the whole Matrix story. Of course, the story and its challenges continue. But after meeting the architect, we, along with Neo, come to the conclusion that this movie will not have a living winner in the end. Of course, some different audiences, depending on their level of attention and optimism, may believe in the dreamy victory common in movies until the middle of the third part. But even the most optimistic audiences, from the middle of the third part onwards, while deeming the survival of Neo and Trinity impossible, are waiting to see how the fight for free humans ends. Survival is no longer the issue. Victory is the issue. Now let's return to the narrative of Trinity again. Trinity is smarter than Morpheus and more experienced than Neo. For this reason, she realizes sooner than Morpheus, and before the story begins, that their fight will not have a living winner. Trinity does not want to surrender to the forces of the Matrix, like some of her colleagues, and sees the only way to continue is to be sacrificed in the path of freedom. Trinity is looking for a reason to continue the fight, and the nature of that reason, unlike Morpheus, is not a pure desire for victory or freedom. Morpheus has not been able to provide this reason for Trinity. She wants a more convincing reason to dedicate her entire being and soul to continue the path. At the time Trinity is thinking about these issues, the story begins. Yes, the story begins with the entry of the boy I fell in love with. The first dialogue of the film is the recorded voice of Trinity talking to her colleague on the phone.
I know, but I felt like taking a shift.
You like him, don't you? You like watching him.
Don't be ridiculous.
And a bit later, in the first meeting between Trinity and Neo, Trinity gives a brief summary of her past.
I was looking for an answer.
Even at the beginning of the film, the audience is initially familiarized with Trinity's special fight and escape through the phone booth with the laws of the Matrix world. Now, from this beginning, the audience is more aware than Neo, but Trinity is more aware than the audience. The process of receiving information from the movie by the audience is always in motion behind Trinity. In some parts of the film, it can be considered that Trinity narrates the story. Trinity is at the center of the story, processes, and adventures. The Oracle, in her meeting with Neo, says,
I can see why she likes you.
It is Trinity who has talked to the Oracle about Neo. The Oracle later says, being the chosen one is like being in love. Morpheus, as someone who believes in Neo's prophecy, introduces Neo to the world of fighting against the Matrix. Thus, it is clear that Morpheus's belief and following of Neo are based on Morpheus's personal beliefs and faith in fighting for human freedom. Morpheus's other companions, like Trinity, initially cooperate with Neo as a pawn of Morpheus and based on Morpheus's belief. However, Trinity over time helps Neo more than the rest because she sees something more than just faith in the prophecy in Neo. Love, a deep human emotion filled with sacrifice and the path of being together. From the beginning of the story, Morpheus consistently and unwaveringly moves forward in his position of faith in Neo. But in Trinity's view, Neo goes through a growth process to become a hero and lover. The audience also accompanies Trinity on this path. At the end of the first part, when Mr. Anderson dies, Neo is resurrected by Trinity's love. The Oracle told me I would fall in love, and the one I love would be the chosen one. In this scene, Mr. Anderson is dead and has no belief in continuing. Morpheus's deterministic faith has also reached a dead end. Now, what drives the audience forward is Trinity's love for Neo. This causes Mr. Anderson to die and Neo to rise. The story transition of the main hero in The Matrix from Mr. Anderson to Neo aligns with the story of Trinity's love for Neo. Here, the Oracle's prediction also comes true, she told Mr. Anderson. Sorry, you're not the chosen one, maybe in your next life. Trinity believes that human love frees one from deadlock and advances a person in difficult moments of life. If you live in a free world and have no path to continue, Trinity's answer for you is to find love. Love smooths any path in life, and where logic, experience, or knowledge find no way, love finds the best choice for you. If you are imprisoned in a world without freedom, love will free you from captivity. The story of Trinity and love in The Matrix 2 and 3 continues, and I will explain more in the following part. Your love and support fuels our cinematic exploration. Please subscribe, like, share, and make comment.